Hello traders, this is going to be a video chart on BFHJ. This one's catching a lot of buzz, so I'm going to go through this chart here and point out the basics here and what I see in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and start off with today's date. Today's date is April 17th, 2012. We had an open of 0003, a high of 0003, a low of 0002, and a close of 0003 on a volume of 129.2 million. We're going to start off right here at the top. The relative strength index, we see that right now trading at the 52.95 area. Now if we look back into this chart, we've seen it beat down a little bit right here, going all the way down to that 30, and then back here we see it holding that 50 again, and then going back down to that 30 back here in the past, about October to the middle to mid-October. We've seen it down there. Came back up, bounced up a little bit, and went ahead and started pulling back down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and work my way down here to these candlesticks. What we're going to see right here is a parabolic SAR. I'm going to point that out first. We see that up here, that is a lagging indicator, and that's pointing bullish right now, or bearish right now, so I'm going to wait for that to flip over. Like I said, it's a lagging indicator. It could flip up at any second. The next thing we're going to see here is this red line. That red line represents the 200-day simple moving average. Right now, that is sitting at 0004. Now, if we look down here a little bit more, we're going to see this blue line that represents the 50-day simple moving average, and that's at the 0002 area. So right now, it's trading between those two moving averages right now, and we can see this last big spike in volume right here. Once that spike in volume came, we got all the way up to that this 0004, 0005 area, and the 200-day simple moving average pushed it back down. So we pull back down here, consolidated right here between the 2 and the 3. Now, for anybody that got in here at the 0002 and 0001 area or whatnot, even at 0002, and you get all the way up to even 4, that's 100%. So, of course, you're going to see a little bit of consolidation here, and that's pretty basic and common in the 000 stocks, especially 0002, 0004. It doesn't take much to get to that 100% and 50% gains. So, once you get out of these 000 areas, you definitely see a lot more movement after that. What I'm going to be looking for here is for the volume to continue to come in here. More volume is definitely going to be a great thing, especially to start pushing our way up. What we're going to want to see is this 200-day simple moving average fall, and to see this price per share to get above that and stay above it, and eventually bring this into a support line instead of a resistance line. After that, we're going to be looking at more of a resistance up here around the 6 area. If we look back in the past, we can see that it played a little bit of a resistance and support area back here. Once it got above that resistance, came back down and hit it quite a few times. It just couldn't take it, and then went ahead to drop back down. But like I said, we got down here to the bottom. In my opinion, we could be seeing a reversal happening right now. It's definitely something we want to keep an eye on. The next thing I'm going to point out down here is the MACD. We see the MACD right now in the sell territory, but it's definitely coming back up, and that's what's really catching my eye here. We see the MACD starting to pinch like it's getting ready to cross back over. So like I said, with that and the lagging indicator, the parabolic SAR, we can see that flip over, and that parabolic SAR flip over at any second to give us that full buy signal here. The last thing I'm going to point out about this chart, it's going to be down here with the accumulation. We see the accumulation on a rapid growth right now, especially ever since about right back here to the middle to mid-February area. The accumulation has just been shooting up, and you see that a lot in these 000 stocks just because of the fact that it's so low and it doesn't cost much to really load up the boat, so to speak. So definitely a lot of loading going on right here around the 0002, 0003 area. So I'm going to be watching for this to pick up that momentum and volume to come back in here and push our way through this 200-day simple moving average. Again, this is BFHJ, and it's a disclaimer to myself. I do not own any shares. I was not paid for this video, and this is strictly, in my opinion, just for educational and informational pieces only. This will be posted over on investorshangout.com, so make sure to stop by the BFHJ over there also. Thank you.